didn't hear you the first several times if you asked multiple times.
Yeah.
It was only the last time that you asked that we heard you.
Okay, no, I did ask 3 different times. I was like, are we going to be done talking about catheters, or...
No, you weren't transmitting.
Okay, cool. But you can hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fine. You sound just like normal.
Awesome. Welcome back, boys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So, what do we remember?
I listened to basically the entire session, so I feel pretty confident.
Valion's mom is evil, and we must
She's
kill
not
all the
evil.
dragons.
She's not evil. We determined that.
Jerome, hopefully, is a recurring character, which we will get to explore his backstory in great detail.
Oh, Jerome. The captain of the Blades that we have tormented. And by tormented, I mean interacted with twice now.
Oh, no, I've got that written down in my notes. That's one of those...
Yeah, I have it written down now, too.
One of those player things that you can hang on to and be like, yeah, I'm going to bring this up randomly just to torment the DM in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to, next time we find the place. Nope, we only talk to Jerome.
So we did the warehouse. We had gotten down to the Behold door. We were getting ready to breach, I think, right? And
well, so like you kind of like came around the corner and you see the door, or Asher kind of saw the door, like 20 feet away, like around the corner, like down a smaller hall. So we'll say no one's like gone up to the door yet.
Is there a battle map for the door?
There is now.
I was gonna say because we were still in the city. Very spooky.
You have to. We'll see how this goes. My roll 20 is a little slow.
Yeah, I got a pop-up telling me that hardware acceleration wasn't enabled.
Oh, okay.
And I looked through all my settings. As far as I can tell, hardware acceleration is enabled, but it doesn't seem to recognize it. And I was getting a lot of jank moving, panning around.
Where did you check that in your...
I checked in my actual Firefox settings. But the thing is, I'm sure there's a debug output that'll show me if hardware acceleration is actually being used by Roll20, but I don't know if it's actually using it.
Right.
So that's my concern right now.
But yeah, we were going to try to breach the door, right? Or figure out what's on the other side if we want to breach it.
Didn't we think we heard people on the other side of it, or am I misremembering?
I believe we heard voices, but not loud enough to make out anything.
Did I miss everything leading up to this? Because I don't remember getting to this building.
COVID fog is a real thing, bro.
Why are we here?
We searched a warehouse.
I remember that. Oh yeah, we went downstairs.
Yeah, we went.
We found a trapdoor under the rug
and a tunnel.
Suspicious table.
Yes,
and a tunnel.
Yeah, there was a trapdoor under the rug.
Double doors.
Yep. Right. Affectionately referred to as the Behold door.
That's it. I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
All right. So I guess I forgot we kind of had come up to the door and you guys kind of heard something moving around. Go ahead and I guess Asher, you would have been the first to see. Actually, with your passive perception, you do notice kind of weirdly that there is next to this, on the ground around where the door is, you do notice a large number of ball bearings, kind of laying on the dirt in either corner, and kind of mixed around a little bit. They just kind of someone dumped out two large bags of ball bearings.
That's ominous.
It might be claymores.
Or maybe somebody fought here.
We found ball bearings earlier, as if what was it? It was right outside the barn, right after they took Marbello.
Oh yeah.
We found a couple of ball bearings in the dirt, and then it was the heel of a boot had weird spherical dents on it. told you I'd literally just listened to the recording. Like,
no, that's a good point. I forgot about the
Marvello's. This is kind of lining
little
up
buddy.
This is kind of lining up with maybe this is how they.
Look for any kind of traps. I'm worried they rigged up some kind of claymore mine, those BBs, and some gunpowder behind it.
What's your skill at disarming IEDs or perceiving IEDs?
Perceiving? I don't know. Hopefully I can use perception to perceive them.
Do we have an artificer in our party? Do IEDs canonically exist?
Are you looking for like? I mean, they look like normal ball bearings. You see the door is locked and has a pretty hefty lock on it, but it does not appear to be like it's a big set of double doors. But they do not appear to be trapped.
Cracks knuckles.
Pretty good roll. Those rogue rolls are starting to really come in.
So you go ahead and you kind of jingle the lock just right, and it takes you a minute, but you hear the audible click of it unlocking itself.
All right. Is there a light source on this side of the room?
Not unless you're holding one.
I was holding the torch, I think, right?
I thought so.
Can I drop it like around the corner behind us?
You can. It'll put you in like dim light, though.
It's still gonna bounce. The light's gonna bounce around the corner.
I mean, I'm worthless without it, but
I'm worried if there's no light on the other side, it's gonna project. Unless there's cracks through the door that I can see.
No, it's a pretty solid door.
Okay. So let's try to.
I mean, yeah, I can walk it a few feet down the corridor, I guess.
Okay.
So you kind of like go around the corner, and maybe like 10 feet further.
Yeah, I guess that's
like
fine.
10 feet around the corner, something like that.
Yeah, and then I'll can I work my way back to here before he opens the door?
Are you dropping the torch way back there? Or are you holding on to the torch?
No, I'm going to drop the torch back there. I'm gonna trust my friend's instincts here.
Okay, sounds good.
As a reaction, as the door is about to be opened, I would like to pre-bless all of the squad. Is Merriman with us technically?
No.
Or are we excluding him?
Merriman is currently forever excluded.
Then I will be blessing myself as well.
Okay.
Re-bless.
The self-bless by the Jiggin. Is that a first? That's a first, right?
Well, I mean, I could have spent points to overcast it, but
I'm double blessed.
No point really.
Now I'm not blessed.
I didn't know I could do that. That's kind of cool. I'll do it. Here you go.
I'm blessed again.
All right. So
opening door, a slight crack.
Just a slight crack. All right. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Oh yeah, you can't roll less than a 10 anyway. All right. So you crack the door open just a little bit, and I can't open the door just a little bit, so we're going to just tell you what happens for a second. Well, actually, I would say from where you're at.
Am I hurt? I guess I did have a little bit of damage on me.
Oh, that won't show. Anyway,
when did I get hurt?
So the door opens just a little bit, and you see a large room. What looks to be a large room, and you can see just from the section where you're looking, there's a bunch of barrels and crates stacked up against the wall, and you see a large humanoid that appears to be stuck together. It's got all kinds of, looks like Frankenstein's monster, right? And I don't know if you guys have seen a flesh golem before, but basically there's this large creature who is setting down a crate and kind of like moving back and forth and like kind of moving some of these crates around. And you do notice that the room appears to be dimly lit.
Okay.
You can kind of see like dancing, like
so I don't know if you've revealed anything, but from my end, I see nothing.
From your end, you're
That's
not
okay.
going to be able to see anything. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm just going to remove. So that we'll just pretend the door is slightly cracked.
Yeah. Okay. And I can see him and hear him, and
Yeah, you can see him, and you see him. He's kind of like pushing these boxes around and kind of rearranging something currently.
Is he on the token layer, or
yeah, he's just down where you probably can't see him unless you come up to the door. Because he's
I'll hand up
like this way.
that I see one. And
yeah, you only see one currently.
I'm gonna see what he does for a couple seconds.
He like moves, and you can see him. He's getting ready to like turn around and start moving. Like you see him kind of turn around, and he starts moving in this direction a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna see what he does. Hopefully he leaves the room.
All right. Yeah, you see him go. You see another set of like double doors, kind of towards the back. Well, actually, if you just have the door cracked, he kind of goes outside of your view.
Okay, I'll
Once
just
he's up
listen
here.
for his feet and
All right.
then see if he
You
opens
hear-
any doors or anything.
Yeah, you hear the sound with your passive. No roll. You hear the sound of a door open, and kind of click, then click back shut, and you no longer hear him moving around. He seems to have gone in a different room, at least temporarily.
I wait another good half a minute to see if he comes back.
Half a minute.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have come back.
Okay. I open the door and peek my head through.
Okay. You open the door, and you see this large room.
Do I see any other doors open, like where I thought he could have gone?
So you don't see any doors. So you do see one door open up here. And then there's a large set of double doors here. And then a small door down here. So you know he moved up in this direction.
Okay,
but you do remember hearing a door shut after being opened. So you assume he's in this door. Yeah.
Okay. I'll motion to be quiet and come in the room and kind of I'm keeping an eye on this room in here as I kind of pie the corner.
So as you kind of like come in, you see a number of large crates down here, in this area here, and a number of large barrels lined up against the wall here. You see the door here, and what appears to be a small hallway on this side, and then what looks like a bunch of runes and stuff carved into the there's like a stone. Well, I guess the whole floor is stone. Like this whole section appears to be worked stone, and you see carved into the floor in like a circular pattern a bunch of runes and glyphs.
Huh. What's going on in this room here?
Just from where you're at, you can see a
What is that?
What is going on here? All right. You see, you can see a couple chairs, what appears to be like some kind of like bearskin rug, and you can just see out of the corner of your eye what appears to be a green dragon head mounted to the wall.
Whoa. I give the hold up motion and I creep over here and listen.
What are you doing, Jigen?
I mean, I'm probably just trailing behind them. Honestly, Bless is probably about to fall off at this point.
All right, move your character to wherever you want to be at.
I'll be trailing behind Valion.
All right. So as you kind of move up there, Asher, give me a perception check.
Man, I would say Bless is probably gone at this point.
So you hear what appears to be the sound of like a moving of a heavy object and coming closer to the door here.
Uh-oh.
Um,
I put my back to the wall here and
Okay.
motion. He's kind of
as you look in motion towards Jigen and Valion, you see movement on the ground just outside the door of where you came in, and you see all the ball bearings kind of moving together, and they're slowly growing up into pillars on the ground, and they take on a humanish shape.
What? Oh, the ball bearings come together and form.
Yeah, so the ball bearings, both piles of ball bearings come together and form a humanoid shape. And I'm going to need everybody roll initiative.
Wow. That's like the things from Big Hero 6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh no. Those are
Can I keep my 13? I guess it doesn't
Your
matter.
what?
My 13. That doesn't matter. I'm still in the same spot. So
You know what? I want you to be happy.
13.12, sir. I'm just kidding. What are we gonna do, boys?
All right, Asher.
I'm in danger.
Can we safely assume that they have hostile expressions?
They have 0 expression.
What are they doing?
That's fair.
They are currently coalescing into this humanoid shape. So I will actually, because you kind of turned around as this was happening, they are probably going to miss their first turn as they go ahead and, just for thematic reasons more than anything, you're seeing these creatures basically grow up out of the ground.
I will hold a bow shot because I don't know what they are or what they're going to do. They may be passive, and if I shoot at them, they may get mad. So if I can, I guess, hold action until after they move. And if they do, if they look like they're going to do anything hostile, I'll let her fly.
Actually, yeah.
Hit him with the perfect cast.
Okay. I say, Valium, what are you doing? You Asher kind of signals and then points, which keeps them from getting their ambush.
Can I come over here? And you said they're made out of ball bearings, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cast the first stone. So we'll rage because fun smashing things time. And probably we'll do this. Reckless, great weapon, blah blah blah. Let's do it at the closest to me, so the south one.
Okay.
So 18 and 9 to hit.
18 hits.
Yay.
I'm relearning how to do this. For 27. Assuming. Yes. All right.
All right, chilling here.
So when if he's attacking him, I'll shoot.
Okay. Well, the top or the bottom one?
Whichever one he swung at.
Okay. Go ahead and take a shot.
Huzzah. Ugh.
That is a miss. As part of the body hasn't fully formed, and your arrow just kind of passes through. Jigen.
Okay. I'm gonna just Sacred Flame the one Valion, and Asher's attacking. Since I don't really know how this fight's going. And then I will take 2 steps back.
I feel like we're going to have more friends join this party soon.
Very possible. That's why I'm considering conserving resources.
Okay. So top of the round.
Oh, I was blessed, wasn't I?
Yeah.
No, it fell.
Oh no, it fell off. Yeah.
We waited half a minute to see if anyone came back, and then
I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Like, it's better than rushing into combat, but like, it only lasts for 60 seconds. So.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it would lasted a while. Sorry.
Nope, it's 10 combat rounds.
Sacred Flame on the same one Valiant's attacking. Sorry.
Yes.
All right, and 23. So he
takes no damage.
No damage. All right, Asher. Full round.
Do I hear this banging getting closer, or this?
Yeah, you do hear movement getting closer.
Okay.
But it seems to be slow.
Okay.
Like they're moving something heavy. So you can fairly. Your assumption is it's the same creature you saw earlier, and maybe they're moving more barrels or boxes or whatever.
Okay. I'll move here next to Jiggin. And take another shot. The same one. There we go.
Okay.
That's a sizable smack. Good old sneak.
Actually rolled pretty poor on that sneak. Well, about average when you factor everything.
Yeah. All right. So definitely hits. The
what
bottom
kind of effect is it having on them? Is it seems to be damaging them?
It does seem to be damaging them.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
So you see, like the one that Valion's been hitting. Is that the same one you attacked? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
If he's been hitting it and it's still there, I'm shooting at it.
20. 31. All right. You see that one is like it's having a hard time holding its form. And you see this one's going to move to here. And this one will move to here. And you see him kind of move, look around, and then they're both going. This is a reference thing for me. But okay. Basically anyone, yeah, so everyone, they're all of a sudden you just see them explode. And I need everyone to make 2 DC 15 dexterity saving throws. Anyone within 15 feet of them.
Great.
Wow.
All right. So Valion. All right.
Nice.
So Asher, you're going to take 0 damage from any of this because of your
roguiness.
Your roguiness. Everybody else. All right. So first one is. Come on, dice roller. D8. All right. So first one is 32 damage, which you save on that one, Valion. And second one is 41 damage, which you do not save on.
What kind of damage am I resisting?
Bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so just half of each then?
Yeah. So on a successful save, you take half damage. If you fail, you are knocked prone as these 2 things just blow up. And now all the bearings are scattered kind of in this, roughly in this 15-foot cube here.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You watch as Jiggin's robe is torn to shreds and his body crumples to the ground lifeless.
Oh, that's not good.
Valion, it is your turn.
I'm going to use one of the healing words in my Ring of Spell Storing on Jigen. Wait, no, I'm not, because I'm raging. I can't do that.
Yep. You drop rage as a bonus action.
I got it.
Could, but that seems very inefficient because I could just stand up and feed him a potion because I've got a bunch.
I got him.
You could do that too.
Well, yeah, but I have nothing to smack with a sword because these things are just
These are
piles of...
currently scattered all over the ground. There's nothing to hit.
I'm going to move over to there. So stand up for 20 and then move over here for 20. And then I'm going to give Jigen a potion, but I don't know which one. Probably just the one I have on. So just a regular 2d4 plus 2 potion.
Okay. I actually forgot to put this guy in the initiative.
And is that, do I roll that or does he?
You roll it because you're giving it to him.
Oh, you're giving it to him, all right.
You gotta excuse me. It's been a very long time since I've given anyone else a healing potion. Okay. And... well, shit, Rage is going to drop anyway, isn't it? Oh well.
Yep.
That's going to be my turn.
Okay. Jigen. Valiant shoves a potion down your throat.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up for half my movement and be like, "That, what was that?"
You natural ones.
And I'm gonna stumble over here, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Okay. Asher.
Jigen, you want more healing?
I might potentially trying to heal myself. I'm just trying to get my bearings right now.
Nah.
I will gladly give you a greater healing potion.
I'll happily take it if you want to force feed me, Daddy.
Oh yeah, get ready. 2d4 plus 4, I think.
Greater is bigger than that, right?
Yeah, greater is, I think, 44 plus
Greater
4.
is, 4 plus,
Oh,
44 plus 4. Yeah.
Apologize. 4d4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got that big D.
There you go.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Pretty good, actually.
Little under average.
It's a grower, not a shower potion.
You feed potion to Jigen. Anything as a bonus action? Anything like that?
Nothing to shoot at.
Okay.
I'm not going to activate my cloak.
Okay. All right. You see the ball bearings are all scattered around, kind of in a 15-foot radius. You see a ball bearing here, start to like hop up and down energetically as a bunch of ball bearings rush towards it, and you see this creature form, up right in front of you.
Oh no.
Same thing happens.
I thought we had more time.
That's their bonus action. And let's see. All right. And yeah, they are, so one is going to make 2 slam attacks against you, Valion, for 8 and an 8.
Yay.
And Asher, same thing, for a 23 and a 25.
Ouch.
For if you want, you can use your evasion reaction.
Yeah,
whatever.
I will have the
First one.
The harder hitting ones, the 25, I guess. Or well,
20, so the first one will be halved, will be 8 damage, and the
I have
second
an
one's
option.
12 damage.
Yeah, might as well have the bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 plus 12, 20.
Yep. So 20 points of damage.
Hey.
That is their turn. And you saw Valley on this one below you had a harder time forming up than the one above you.
Let's see if we can make it even harder.
Hiyo. That's what she said.
Burning yet another rage and still going to try to recklessly bring this thing down, hopefully.
Okay. Reckless, you say?
C. Against better judgment, but
so I will say
nice.
the first one you see the ball bearing scatter, and it doesn't seem to be able to pull itself back together. If you want to turn your second hit towards the one above you,
I would like to do that if that is allowed. Yes, please.
Sure. So you hit that one, it scatters, and you pull your sword around just over Asher's head, and for 31 points.
Oh, nice. And it auto rolls brutal critical now. It did not do that last time. That's cool.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
Can I move up to here, please?
Sure.
Dunzo.
All right, Chicken. Is that 3?
Well, knowing these explode, I'm gonna move down here away from it, hopefully.
Okay.
Try hitting it with a Sacred Flame, and then I'll end my turn there.
Ooh, it fails. Unfortunate. 10 points. All right. You hear the door up here click, and you see that creature kind of shuffle in with its back turned, as it's pushing the door while holding a large barrel, and kind of sets down the barrel and closes the door before it turns around and notices you guys. That's its turn. Asher.
Double stabbage on this guy, flanking Z.
Go for it.
Thought I had a +2 dagger. Did I lose it? Or did I sell it for the +2 bow? Oh, here we are. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Dagger.
Definitely hits for 32.
Short sword. Offhand short sword.
So you slash at it with your sword and kind of tear a big gash as you spend ball bearing scattering, and you kind of use your dagger to sever the last bit, and it also falls down in the ball bearings scatter into across the stone floor. So I will say, while they are dead, basically 5, 10, there are ball bearings more or less over the entire floor here.
What do they do?
I think it's difficult terrain to move over them. And what else? So as a creature moving across the covered area must succeed on a DC 10 Dex saving throw or fall prone. You can move through the area at half speed without making the saving throw. So basically, it's half speed. This should be a little wider. Half speed, or you have to make a DC 10 Dex save in order to not fall prone.
This kind of something I can see from my danger sense.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, it does specifically mention traps, so I figured it kind of fell into that.
Yep.
Sweet.
Do you want to move or anything, Asher?
I moved and fired. Oh, I guess I could keep moving. I will try to get a little farther away from this thing.
Okay.
Hopefully it attaches to Valion.
Is no one curious about the runes in the corner?
Are you moving at half speed or are you moving?
Just moving 5 feet down, so half speed.
Okay. Cool. These guys are dead. Valion, what you doing?
Kind of want to get out of the ball bearings by the shortest possible way. So I'd like to attempt to move up to here. You said DC 10?
Mm-hmm. To move at normal speed. Cool. Yep,
Okay.
no problem.
And that was that just 10 feet? 15.
15.
Okay. And this golem doesn't know that we're here yet, right?
No, he turned around and looked at you guys.
Oh, he does know we're here.
Yeah, he's very aware you're here.
This one has facial features, I take it?
Yep.
Happy, sad, confused, angry, anything I can glean from Frankenstein's monster?
He's pretty just kind of like angry looking, I guess, but it's hard to tell because, there's stitches going across his face is made up of like 3 different faces.
Good enough for me.
A man about town.
We're going to try the old, reckless. Yeah, why not? Reckless smackety smack.
Okay.
So 20 and 17?
Both hit. He is very large, not terribly hard to hit.
Yeah, that's why I was debating the reckless or not, but I did it, and I will end my turn.
Alrighty, so he takes a lot of damage. 40. Okay. He used slash 2 big gouges into him. Parts of his body are that were once sewn together are no longer sewn together, and he's pretty pissed off. Chicken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up along this sidewall here, and I'm gonna support Valiant with a Sacred Flame.
Right. It's a fail.
Okay, and I'll end my turn there.
Cool. He is just going to turn and just throw 2 slam attacks at you, Valion, for a 26 and a 27. So 12, 17, 30.
So wouldn't that be 29? 12 and 17 is 29, yes?
Yes, sorry.
So 14.
Yes. Asher.
All right. Now that he's got he's attached to Valion, I will move up. Flank and Z. Double stab.
What? That hits. It's only got an AC of 9. You come up behind him and sever some of the last remaining threads holding his body together, and he collapses in a large lump of flesh to the ground. You guys hit too hard.
One thing at a time.
Out of initiative.
You said his barrel was in the room now?
Yeah, so we can say his barrel's like right here.
Can I attempt to open it?
So it's got like a stopper on the top of it that's been hammered in. Or you can try to I suppose pry the entire lid off. Up to you.
Stopper sounds like a better plan.
Okay. Do you have anything to help you do it? Or are you just grabbing it with your hand?
He's got teeth, doesn't he?
I was going to say,
I mean, he
teeth.
does. It's just how big's your mouth? This is think of like a cask of, it's like a big whiskey barrel or a wine barrel.
Me with a good time. Can I? You said it's like a cork looking style of thing. Can I stab a javelin into it and try to pry it out that way?
Sure.
Or a knife. Just pry it out with a knife.
I don't have a knife.
You don't have a knife?
Javelin, more leverage.
I was gonna say I've got I've got a secondary greatsword I don't care about, but.
All right, so you're doing it in javelin?
Let's try with the javelin, yeah. Is this going to cost me a javelin?
We'll see. Go ahead and... it's stationary, it's pretty easy to hit, so just make a strength check. So straight strength.
Ouch.
You jab the javelin into the top of it, but it doesn't quite leverage right, and you're just having a hard time getting the bung out of this barrel here.
Is there, I guess, can we kind of rock it around? Is it liquid inside?
Yeah, it feels like there's liquid inside.
Here, okay. Let me help you.
So I will say this. So, well, all right. So I'll let Asher. We'll see what Asher is gonna
take out my dagger and try to finesse it out.
So I'd say the two of you working together, it takes you probably 3 or 4 minutes, but you manage to pop out the bung from this barrel. And
tell me it's like vinegar.
It is. It smells. There's a slight sweet scent that is coming out of the barrel.
Is it like mead?
It doesn't smell alcoholic.
Can I, using the same javelin, can I dip the wooden handle end into the bucket or the barrel?
Sure. So you dip the wooden handle in and you pull it out, and it's like a thick, kind of like a thick white color.
I don't like that. That's gross.
So like a translucent white, not like a cum or pus white.
Glad we got that clarification.
Glad he didn't say it. You open the barrel and it smells like salty coins and milk.
Oh,
it's
like you guys.
So the thing that it most closely resembles is that you recognize is a healing potion.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. This is the new healing potion. This is the new one that the council came up with. Oh no. How are they making it?
It's people.
Probably. We've been waiting around here in this room for a while. We did cause some noise, so we should probably do something about that. Is anyone curious about the crates?
Do you do anything with the? So do you do anything with the barrel?
Can I
Can I take a drink?
Sure.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I've got a water skin. Can I dunk it and take a slug?
You could get someone to tip the barrel over and just kind of drink out of it that way.
Sure.
A little bit.
Can I take the
empty? Take 4 points of healing.
Yay!
Can I take the empty greater healing flask and fill it up?
Sure.
Good idea.
I mean, can we take both empty flasks that we shoved down Jiggin's throat and fill them up?
I am more curious as to hold on to what this is.
like to fill my water skin with this.
Did they not give? Did you not get one? I know he was handing some out to like council members. I don't remember I thought he gave you one too.
They let us see it. They didn't let us have it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I don't have it in my inventory.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll fill my water skin.
Okay.
I wanted to do the same, but I don't know how much
in the greater healing potion, you can get enough for 4d4. Same with the water skin.
Sweet.
Quick, fill the bag of holding. Raid the warehouse.
500 pounds of healing.
The DM will never know what to do with 500 pounds of healing potions.
I mean,
500 gallons.
You see 10 more barrels sitting in the corner of the room that look identical, as well as a number of eight large crates.
I don't know about you guys, but something seems off.
No. This is perfectly normal. This is the room before the boss room, where you have all the healing potions and ammo.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I was going to say, if you want to take 10, I would say it would take about 10 minutes to drink enough healing potions to put you back at full health if you so desired.
I'll do the same.
Do we think we can risk 10 minutes? It was just the golem in here, is all that Asher saw. Is that right, Ash?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I want to know how they're making this stuff before.
I'm missing a lot of HP. I feel like we should possibly pseudo short rest and
cast heal the two of you.
But if we can, as I say, if we can 10-minute and heal up, I think we should. Do you disagree, Jigen?
Well,
I'm missing a lot of HP.
I mean, you're not going to get a short rest in 10 minutes, but if you want to sit here and chug this stuff,
that was the plan.
That's your call.
I'm going to have a drinking contest with Asher.
You got it.
And you can have more. I don't know.
So I would say if you take 10 minutes, we will do 20d4.
I'm gonna use 2 potions of greater healing, the normal kind.
So anyone who drinks it for 10 minutes gets 59 points of healing.
Oh, I wanted to roll 20d4.
But you know what? If you want to roll 20d4, you can roll 20d4, and you can have that roll instead. I'm fine with that. There you go. 52 points. I rolled a lot of 4s. Up to you, Valion, if you want the 59 or to roll for yourself. You there, Valiant?
BRB.
Oh.
He said bio.
Got it.
So he's in the John.
How convenient. All right. While we wait for him, after 10 minutes goes by, is there anything you want to do while they're sitting there drinking out of this barrel, Jigen?
I guess I'll just keep watch, and I took 2 greater healing pots.
Okay. All right. So you kind of just hang out while they are sitting around for 10 minutes. Wait till give him.
See what's in those crates there, Jigen.
I guess I can peer into this room.
You just like look through the door. You go in.
Yeah, I just look through the door, stick my head in.
You stick your head in. There's like two stone statues to either side of you, and you. Well, so you like go. So are you going in to see better, or are you going into?
I'm like leaning in.
Okay.
I just couldn't see like in the room because of the wall.
Got it. So yeah. So there's like appears to be bearskin rug, a number of chairs set up in there. Large green dragon head on the side, like mounted to the wall. Valion, you can take 59 points or roll 20d4 to see how much you get healed.
Is that a sarcophagus in the corner?
You see a bed with a chest, a bookshelf with a bunch of books. You see a sarcophagus in the corner, and a desk, like someone's like a study desk.
Why is there a sarcophagus in the corner? That's... I'm gonna back away from this room. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna tell them too while they're chugging their milk. I think there's a dead person in there.
Recently dead?
There's like a crypt thing in there. Like somebody's buried in there.
Neat. You said you closed the door.
The door was open, and he just stuck his head in and peered inside.
Yeah, so that's a little ominous, a little concerning, a little strange.
I mean, I'm now curious what's in these crates.
What is this?
That's the runes.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check. Do you go look at the crates? It's not something you've spent a lot of time around, Jigen, but you're not unfamiliar. It appears to be a teleportation circle, like a permanent one.
Somebody spent a lot to make that happen.
Can I write? I assume I would have enough of an understanding to know its sigil sequence.
Sure.
Like these are kind of ubiquitous, especially in larger cities like around Neverwinter, right? Like this is not an alien concept. Can I scratch down its sigil sequence in like a notepad?
Yeah. You take a few minutes to do that while Valiant goes and checks out these crates. You open up the crates or the barrels what?
I'd like to attempt to open the crate.
All right. So you take a few minutes while Jigen's doing his thing. You open one of these crates, and inside appears to be individually packaged potion vials of the same kind of clear liquid you chugged out of the barrel.
What? How many?
Each crate probably holds, I don't know, 50?
Dang. How many
like a small vial? Yeah. Like this crate, I would say these are like the smaller are pretty small vials. And make a history check.
Oh, baby.
So you kind of remember when they were talking about creating this new potion of having like various levels of it. So like some that can just like cure like or help with like minor sickness and stuff like that, and then some that can actually be more potent and actually heal wounds and similar to like what you drink. So like based on the size of these and the number of them in here, you assume these are just kind of ones that would cure minor illnesses. So like this is kind of this is what you would use to keep down plague from spreading in your city, kind of thing.
I'm made of questions now. The Thieves Guild is nice. But they're kidnapping people. Can I pop open the next crate? You said it takes a couple of minutes. Does anybody think we need to rush?
No, go ahead.
So just make a strength check, and so we can just see how long it takes for like. Yeah, so I'd say it takes you like, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute to pop each of these crates open as you just kind of like go and like have to pry open each side. But you're pretty strong. So yeah, you open another one. Same thing. And are you just going to try to open all of them?
Let me try one more. If it's still the same thing, then I might be done.
Roll a d8 for this one. Actually, do a d6 because you opened 2 already. You pop another one open, and it appears to have a slightly larger vial. Based on, you kind of like look at it, and it's about the size of a regular healing potion. So and there's much fewer. There's maybe like 20 of these potions in this one.
Okay. Can I snack like maybe 5 or like 10 and throw them in the bag?
Sure. So these are different than a regular healing potion, and then in that they only do the dice. So like you don't get a +2 on them. So just differentiate them somehow. So it's just 2d4 healing. There's no guaranteed amount. All right. So between drinking all that, maybe 20 minutes has gone by. What would you like to do now?
So
actually, could someone roll me a D100?
About Asher.
Well, actually, why don't you do it, Valiant? Because Asher and Jigrin rolled a D100 earlier before we started. Cool. All right, cool. Thanks.
So Jiggin doesn't like the room with the sarcophagus, and I can't really blame him. So we have the hallway or where the flesh golem came from with the barrel.
I mean, I'll say there's a lot more stuff in there. There might be something like valuable. There's like a chest and a table, and
you said the word valuable. Like I'm sure Asher's interested now.
But
right. Well, first let's just poke my head into this room that the flesh golem came from.
It's very strange looking with the dragon head and the crypt.
Okay. So you want to poke your head into the room?
Yes.
Which door do you open?
The one he came. Did he go? Well, I never saw him go in one, but I saw him come out of one, right?
Yeah, and he kind of like pushed them both open, like as he like with his back kind of thing.
Okay, then I'll just crack open this one here.
Bottom one. All right. So you look. I'm not going to reveal the whole room right now. So you look through the crack. Make a perception check.
Come on, roll above a 10. All right.
All right. So you look through and you can see there's like a what appears to be a bookcase that or some kind of shelf that obstructs a lot of your view as you open it up, and it's like maybe 10 feet away from the door. And you see a desk, kind of the outline of a desk, and like a bunch of papers and stuff strewn on it. And then you see what appears to be like a bunch of alchemical kind of stuff, which I forgot to actually add to the map. But I'm going to represent with a shape, and like a barrel, like 2 different barrels attached to it, and you can see like liquid kind of like going and burbling and things like that.
Okay, so brewery.
Yeah, it's only distilling life essence rather than yeast. No big deal.
All right, let's check out this room.
Do you close the door?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you go inside the room?
Yep.
Okay. What are you guys looking at first? Who's all going in?
I'll go in. I want to look at the dragon head.
Look for any traps.
You going in first, Asher?
Yep. I'll look for any traps or anything of interest.
Just like around the room?
Roll above a 10, yeah.
Okay. So you look around, you look at the stone statues, and you look around
I'm very worried about those statues.
And you look at them; they don't appear to be any kind of traps. They're really ornate. They look really nice. They, you see, there's a number of chairs. You see the rug. There's a bunch of papers and stuff on the desk. Bookshelf with all kinds of like appear to be. You're not really that interested in books. Just a bunch of books. There's a green dragon head statue on the thing. As you're kind of like walking around, you notice. You actually 19 perception. Yeah. Val, what did you say you were doing, Chicken?
I was just following Asher into the room, so if he's moved in, then I'm moving in behind him.
All right, so Valiant and Chicken also give me perception checks. Cool. All right. So yeah, so you move around the room. I mean, kind of what you see on the map is what you see in the room, other than all kinds of like papers and stuff strewn across the desk.
Is there anything weird about the dragon head? You said no, right?
Nope. Just appears to be pretty fancy dragon head.
So is that a sarcophagus for real? That we, as far as we can tell, without opening it?
I mean, as far as you can tell without opening it, appears to be some kind of like stone.
Look for
sarcophagus.
Intel on these papers here.
Make an investigation check.
Can I ruffle through the papers with Asher and the
bookcase? Yeah. Either one of you roll with advantage, or both of you roll on your own.
They appear to be running on some form of electricity.
Well, since he already rolled, I'll just say I probably would have deferred to giving him advantage. So.
Okay. You see, like a lot of it appears to be. So, like Chicken, you recognize some of it as like the workings of like lists for like spell components and various like what appear to be like they're not spells that make sense to you. It's almost like someone's trying to create new magics. And you also find like some what appears to be like ledgers of like based on the crates and stuff, just like amount of production happening and how much like basically you can see based on looking at these ledgers like how production has been ramping up. But that's really all you find with the 12 investigation.
We'll gather up all the papers, fold them up, stick them in a pocket somewhere.
Sure.
Does this bed look slept in?
It doesn't look like it's been recently slept in, no.
What about this footlocker at the edge of the...
It appears to have a lock on it.
Stand aside, my little green friend. Cracks knuckles.
I stand aside. Happily stand aside.
With a little work, you hear the lock pop open. It's really intricate lock, but you have really delicate fingers. You open it.
Yeah, check it for traps.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
All right. Open
but
it carefully.
You do see like around the like you see that it's got very intricate runes carved kind of around where both the lid and the base attach together.
Watch out, guys. This might be trapped magically. Give me some space.
You pop it open, and it appears to be empty.
Might be some kind of illusion. I will stick my knife below the level of the open lid. Does the knife disappear? The tip of the knife?
stick the knife in, drop it, and just clatters at the bottom of the chest. You pick it up.
Huh. I feel around. Anything?
No, feels like the inside of a wooden chest.
There might be some kind of magical phrase that has to be said or done. I don't know. This is above my pay grade. Can you do anything with this, Jiggin?
I mean, I can look at it, but the runes, I don't know if they'll make any sense to me.
I close the lid and open it back up again.
Doesn't seem like they make any sense to me.
Appears to still be closed or empty.
Hey, you know what you should do? You should close it and turn it upside down, and then smash the bottom open, so you can get into it while the lid is still closed.
That's very possible. Might explode. Search the place for a key. It would probably be on the person. Under the bear skin.
Oh, for the chest?
Yeah.
Probably
right here.
You don't find you don't see any key.
All right. I'm gonna inspect this dragon head closely. Anything in its mouth, its eyes, or anything look valuable?
You kind of look at the dragon head. Like it appears to be like a large green dragon head. Like it's very well stuffed. All that.
Is it mounted to the wall like on a block of wood?
Yeah.
Can it come down?
It looks extremely heavy, but it could.
Oh, Valiant, help me with this.
You help him?
Any kind of roll, or we're just doing it? Yeah.
What are you doing, Jiggin?
I'm just looking at this crypt-like thing. Can I roll an investigation or perception on it?
Yeah.
See if there's anything, maybe a religious note on it, or anything that makes, or if it's just like a decorative crypt in the corner.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. Like it appears to be a stone sarcophagus. You can see, like there is kind of like a very generic form carved on the top. Like it's. I mean, it's well like made, but not particularly ornate or anything. This appears to be like some kind of stone sarcophagus. Do you want to like investigate it, like open it, or?
I'll wait until the lads are done doing what they're doing, and we can all open it together and look in it.
Okay. All right. So you're pulling down this dragon head?
Yeah, just taking it off the wall.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check with. Each of you make strength check.
Haha, so strong.
You there, Valiant?
Yeah, sorry, I misclicked the strength check button 3 times.
Yeah. You take it down. There's just stone behind it where there is a hook to hold it up there.
Is it hollow?
In the stone. The dragon head?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no like it's stuffed. Like it appears to have something like preserved and stuff.
Maker's mark on this.
I asked Valiant if it's real.
I mean,
so do you go over with them, and as you guys kind of like all look at this?
Yeah, I would. I'd be like,
you don't.
I'm sure you said this, and I just wasn't listening closely. How big is this thing?
I mean, it's a large dragon head.
Can I assume the age of this thing is like adult?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, someone very powerful lives in this room.
Let's see. So you guys probably been searching here for what, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that?
Yeah. Going through
That
all
sounds
the
about right.
collecting everything. Were there drawers on that desk? Just
There were a couple drawers.
go through them.
As you guys are kind of like looking down at this dragon head, and you start to walk over to look at through the drawers, I need everybody to make a where is it? Wisdom saving throw. DC 19.
Yep. Nice knowing you guys. Hey!
Wow.
All of a sudden, you see a bright flashing of lights, and this hypnotic pattern goes off inside the room. Valion is stuck in place, and Asher and Jigen, you kind of blink for a minute. And let's see, I guess they... Alright, so I'm just going to cast that.
Where'd that come from?
No.
We're going
I
to
don't
go
know
into
if we're supposed to
initiative
see that name or not, but no.
as you look over, and you see Aragathos is standing in the... seems to have just come out of the hallway and is kind of like looking over at you guys, and says, sorry, gentlemen, but can I help you? You seem to be trespassing. Just because I need to keep track of hypnotic pattern. Jigen.
I would say, hey, did the Blades send you? We're here looking for the Thieves Guild peoples.
Okay. Asher. Do you
Can
want to say?
I somehow wake up Valion?
You could, if you you can like try to shake him awake if you wanted to.
What would that take?
It would take your action.
I'm gonna shoot a bow and arrow at this guy. Do I know, based on seeing hypnotic pattern in action before, does he have to concentrate on it?
It's literally in the text right above initiative. It says he's concentrating on it.
He would have to concentrate on it. Yes.
We were friends with this man, and he's very powerful. What are you doing?
He cast it on us. That's it.
You are...
shady
We
place.
are clearly trespassing, and he opened with non-lethal.
Official business, and he's up to some shady shit.
Asher just knows escalation.
Yep. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Love you guys.
All right. So you're going to shoot at him?
Hell yeah.
You take a shot.
Try to close the distance too.
What's his?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
All right,
50.
so 26. 50.
I'll make my dex roll.
Yeah, all right, so he will go ahead and take the hit. He says, I guess it's like that, is it?
You started this.
He didn't start anything.
You cast it on us. You could have come and been like, hey, and talked, but nope. You decided to cast
doesn't know what you're doing.
Hey,
20...
you're the aggressor.
What, 30... 4 points, right? Yeah. All right. So you go ahead. Whoops.
Oh, do I get assassinate? No, he already turned.
Yep. He succeeds. All right. Let me make sure I turn off. All right. I wanted it to not whisper rolls. So you do that. He is going to. He is going to. Yeah, he's going to use a legendary action. He used 2 legendary actions, and he is going to cast Finger of Death on you.
Oof.
So DC 19 Constitution save.
Nice knowing you guys.
So you take 66 points of damage. Wow. And it's his turn.
Can I take half of that?
I think it has to be a melee attack. Or I don't think it could be a magical effect. I'm not sure. Does it say?
Attacker hits you with an attack.
Yeah, so I think it has to be an attack because that's just a saving throw. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
Uncanny Dodge only works against spells that have an actual attack component. Spells that are area effect like Fireball or things that are saves are not attacks and therefore are not affected.
Yeah, he just designates the target of the spell. Doesn't have to roll.
So like Guiding Bolt, you would definitely be able to use it against.
So then he is going to go ahead and he'll take 1 step forward. And he is going to pull, as he steps forward, he pulls out.
Fall on the BBs.
Well, he's just using 10 feet of movement.
I'm just kidding.
As he slowly walks up to you, he pulls out his long sword and makes 3 attacks against you.
Wow.
14, 21, and 13. So I think the 21 hits.
Yep.
For 7 slashing and 13 necrotic.
Unconscious.
Asher, can you not do something weird with your dual wield? Oh, you're using your bow still, aren't you?
I'm down.
Chicken.
Chicken's gonna step forward and, having seen this just happen, and say, with utter shock and confusion, like, wait, why are we fighting? We on the same side.
He shot me first.
Well,
no, you shot us first.
He did do that, but I don't know why he shot you. Can I stabilize him? Can we not fight?
I would appreciate if you did stabilize him.
If I did? Did he say I did or didn't?
If you did.
Okay, because the Blades sent us here on official business, so we're just investigating the Thieves Guild.
Okay. What do you?
So in that case, I'm going to use Healing Word on Asher to stabilize him, and gonna hold my ground there and hope that Aragathos is not baiting me into something.
9.
Do you heal him or stabilize him?
Well, I healed him, which would bring him back to consciousness and stabilize him. So he's alert, and I would hopefully yell out to Asher too. I don't want to abuse the free action system too much, but like, hey, hold on a second. We're not enemies here, Asher.
Jigen says we're not enemies. We're not enemies.
He said, I said stabilize, not bring him back, but oh well. And he is going to, you see him at the end of your turn. He disappears and pops up right here. Valion, you are still under hypnotic pattern.
See.
Asher.
Does he look like he's about to do something to Jigen?
His sword is down at his side. He doesn't look like he's about to do anything particularly, but he also is not going to sit right next to you.
I'm not gonna draw my bow, but if he acts aggressive to anybody, I'm gonna let a shot loose.
Okay. So he's going to move up closer to you, Jigen, and basically get out of the ball bearings and kind of look down and say, who knows that you're here? Who sent you?
Well, the Blade Captain sent us, and Jerome knows that we're here because he saw us outside at the warehouse. And then there's the Houndmaster because we use the dogs to follow the merchant man that you didn't meet because he's missing. Because we found his donkey.
And
then yeah, there's a bunch of blades that know we're here because we ran into them outside, and there's also some people from the warehouse who know we're here too because we talked to them when they let us down here.
A bunch of blades.
Yeah, there was a blade patrol at the entrance of the warehouse. I don't think they're still there. They helped us deal with the kids earlier that were dealing with all the magic items.
I see. Anyone else know that you're here?
You? Why are you here?
In good time. He doesn't do anything currently. And I would say, like, as this conversation goes, let's see. I would say you probably have about one turn now until you are out of hypnotic pattern, Valion, as they kind of sit and converse a little bit.
Oh, I thought it just lasted until...
I think it's a minute, isn't it? Hypnotic pattern, concentration up to 1 minute. So it's only a minute.
Yep, alright, cool.
Oh yeah, Merriman also knows we're here, but he's over at the temple.
Yes, I had heard. Asher, are you doing anything?
If they're talking and he looks like he's not going to do anything, I'm going to pop a potion.
Okay. Go ahead. Which potion are you taking?
The greater healing.
Okay. All right. He'll say, let's see. Well, this definitely complicates things a little bit. You shouldn't have come here. Did you take anything out of that room? Do you know where you are?
The room up there with the dragon head thing in it?
Yes, why is that on the ground?
I don't know. Dragon Man and the Asher were looking at it. I think I wanted to know if it was real, but I don't know if they figured that out.
Did anyone take anything from there?
Yeah, I think Asher has some papers. Look like magic stuff.
I'm making the finger to the lips motion. Shh.
He kind of looks your direction. He says, "I'm going to need those."
Are they important?
I don't know. Suppose we'll find out.
I guess you don't need them.
I'm going to have to insist.
All right, then.
Asher, do you really want to get fingered again?
He will
not a nice guy.
Disappear and reappear. And
here you go. I hand him the folded up piles of paper.
Okay. Kind of takes them.
What's in the sarcophagus? As I hand him the papers.
What sarcophagus?
In there. I thumb into the room.
I don't know. Should we go find out?
After you.
Yeah, Jigen pipes up from across the room. Yeah, I actually kind of want to know what's in there.
Have you looked in this other room?
Which one?
This one. Valiant, I'll say hypnotic pattern drops off of you.
Jigen would say no, he hasn't. Not even considering the fact that Asher had probably peeked in there.
If he's asking everyone in general, I don't answer unless he's asking me specifically.
Okay. So, sorry. Where did you want to do, Jigen?
I was just saying, in response to his question, Jigen would answer and say that no, that he hadn't looked in that room. But Jigen is actually very interested in knowing what's in the sarcophagus now that he's brought it up.
Oh, good. Well, I'm sure it's nothing that the Blades can't attend to. Hey, now that you've down here and you've shown me, well, and now that I'm here, I suppose there's nothing left for you to do.
You were going to help us check out that sarcophagus, you said.
Sure, we could do that. Makes his way up there.
Does he?
Does
he walk or float or?
He kind of walks.
Okay, can I
walks up.
Reach my hand out to shake his hand and say hi to an old friend?
Sure. He shakes your hand and kind of smiles. Please, after you all.
I'll walk back inside. Gonna step over to the side.
Okay, I go.
Let's see. All right. So you go over, and is anyone else? He kind of comes inside and kind of motions for you guys to go ahead and head over to the sarcophagus.
I'm not letting him get behind me.
Am I able to put this dragon head back? Because when I took it off the wall, it dazed me and put me to sleep.
Yeah, you can put it back.
I'm just saying. I took it off the wall. There was a rainbow, and I woke up, and Aragathos is here. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And what? He wants us to go check out the sarcophagus?
Yeah. You guys all said you're going to come over to look at the sarcophagus. Go over. Are you staying next to him, Asher, or are you going?
No,
you kind of
not right next to him. I'm just going to be behind him.
He kind of turns and says, "Please, they're going to need your help moving the top of the stone."
How do you know that?
It looks very heavy.
Why don't you go over there and help him?
It's not really my thing. I'm not. Strength is not one of my strong suits.
All right. Mosey on over. I say Valiant can handle it.
All right. So you go over to the sarcophagus.
I just slide against the wall there.
Where are you at?
Over here.
Okay. That's not the sarcophagus.
I said I got this.
Right.
I want to like throw myself against the lid.
All right. So I need Jigen and Valiant. What's your passive perception?
14.
11.
As you guys go and you kind of like move to push on this thing, the lid starts to slide back as you are kind of like looking inside, and you see as you slide the lid back, you see what appears to be a humanoid form, or at least most of a humanoid form. It is like completely naked, pale, like very pale, like light pinkish, like brand new flesh. And you see like its limbs aren't fully formed yet, and its body, like while the overall shape is there, like details of the body's not fully there. And you see the face is mostly like just general features. Like you can see where eyes are going or should be, but it's like the eyelids are just kind of closed and still kind of like stuck together. There is the shape of a nose, but like there's no nostrils yet. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Is this like a? You said this is like a new person?
It appears to be like brand new flesh. Like if
a
you got
baby?
like if you
Baby
like,
adult man?
yeah, or like if you like pull, like when you get like a scab, like the flesh, that really light pink
The kind of like vibrant
flesh underneath
pink.
it. Yeah. I would say Jigen, you look at this and like the facial features, they're not fully developed, but like it does look like a slightly younger version of Aragathos. As they're kind of doing this, Aragathos kind of goes over and is like, really, as they're pushing the lid back, he's like, you should help them. And he kind of like, he says, I know we got off on the wrong foot, and kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder. But I'd like to make amends, and I don't want this.
Put a hand on me, I recoil.
He's like, I don't want this wound to fester. And let's see. He manages to hit you. And he casts inflict wounds on you.
Sure.
For 22 points of damage.
He's got to make a touch, doesn't he?
For a 28.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I will half that.
And
asshole.
I
Get
would
him, Valiant.
say, let's see, that's him. Jigen and Valiant, you don't see this with your passive as you're kind of staring down into the sarcophagus.
They don't hear me yell in pain?
Well, so now, on your turn, you can yell in pain.
Oh.
And you can have an action. Like, you can have your turn.
All right. He's getting double stabbed. Guys, he's trying to kill me. Damn it.
Miss. You make your first stab and he kind of swings back. Your second stab, you're sure you're about to find purchase as he kind of moved out of the way, and his hand like moves, and all of a sudden your dagger bounces off a invisible barrier surrounding his body. On his turn, he is going to go ahead and Yeah, he's just going to inflict wounds on you. Now, what's the range of that? Yeah. Yeah, he is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern again. So DC 19 Wisdom save for everybody.
Are we all in range?
It's a 30-foot.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Woo!
Now I am the one who is.
Yeah. And he doesn't have 2 attacks with cast. Yeah, and then he will make a longsword attack on you, Asher, for a 13. And that's his turn. Jigen, Hypnotic Pattern, Valion. All of a sudden the bright lights go, but you're able to shrug them off your mind, and we'll call it in 5 minutes here. I know it's late.
Oh, I lost track of time.
I assume as I turn to see Asher screaming, I notice Chicken is like drooling on himself, so I'm going to shake him awake.
Okay. Bonus action movement. What would you like to do?
Flank him.
Yeah, sure. I will flank and end my turn.
Okay. On the end of your turn, he is going to disappear and reappear next to Jigen.
Damn it. I thought he would. Jigen, I'm sorry.
Asher.
Charge. You asshole.
Miss.
Jeez. There we go.
Swing. He is going to go ahead and shield again. So it's also a miss.
Oop.
On the end of your turn, he is going to go ahead and use 2 legendary actions to cast Shocking Grasp. But 23 to hit for 20 points of lightning damage.
On me?
On Asher.
Okay.
I take half.
On his
point, baby.
turn, you already used your reaction?
This is my turn again.
It was your turn again. He's going to make 1 sword attack against you for a 15 to hit, which I believe misses. And frustrated, he is going to he is going to he's actually going to cast Cone of Cold on you and Jigen.
Oh God.
Please tell me
So
it's
it's
a
a
reflex.
DC 19 Constitution save.
Damn it.
So I actually think you're down regardless, Asher.
It's half damage
On a save. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. I did not make it with
Oh no!
favored by the gods, so I take 33.
I won.
Yikes.
Do you have Spare the Dying, Jigen?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, I do. Wait, I'm stupid. What am I talking about? Of course I do.
So it is top of the round, so we can pause there. If
I'll cede to you guys. I'm good for a while.
if you guys, I'm good to keep going. If you guys are for a little bit,
I am time. I'm not in any particular rush.
Okay. All right. In that case, he looks at you, Jigen, and he says, "I'll let you spare his life, but do not bring him to wakefulness.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's being truthful?
He says, you can still be useful to me. Seems to be.
I'm very hesitant of him. But I will say, I thought we were friends. I thought we were on the same side.
Unfortunately, well, you can come with me, and your friend will live for now, or we can see how this plays out. Valian. What you doing, Buddha? All right, that would be. Did you? Oh, you didn't go. Did you actually get to do anything? Sorry, Chicken. No.
Yeah, I guess spare the
He
dying.
did spare the dying.
I'm not liking this right now.
I always forget how to chain the movement.
Right click.
Right click or press space.
There we go. That's so easy. I'm moving to that space.
Okay. You'll get partial cover from the sarcophagus, as it's elevated and covering the lower half of his body.
I would like to ready my greatsword at the forming whatever we're calling the body inside the sarcophagus.
So,
and I would.
You know what? If the lid's being pushed, yeah, I'll let you stand there. But yeah. Okay.
Okay. I mean, do I have greatsword access to the forming?
Yeah,
body?
Straight up and down vertical stab. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's a motionless corpse.
Yep.
Sort of. Aragathos, you need to start being straight with us, or I'm chopping this thing's head off, and clearly you care. Am I allowed to roll intimidation to be menacing with the sword to this thing's throat? I didn't hear you.
Yes. He's kind of smiles and says, while an unfortunate action and a costly one, it can be fixed.
Can you please tell us what's going on here?
Give us a monologue.
I've done way too much on my turn. I know. I'm sorry.
Come with me and comply, and I will show you.
You're gonna need to spell out the terms of that deal. My family has been living as merchants for a long time. We
come
spell
as
out
my prisoners, and you will see. Perhaps you will even be a part. In fact, I have a special job for you. You would be very useful to me.
What does my mother think?
Asher, you are spared the dying.
Oh yeah, I'm still unconscious because I'm at 0, right?
Yeah. He will say, your mother. Who's your mother?
I think you know.
I do not know her. I do not know your mother.
Oh no. Well, diplomacy is not an option anymore.
He says, will you come with me as my prisoners? And you shall all live, at least for now. And you for much longer, I imagine.
I don't like how you keep saying at least for now.
I don't like how he keeps calling us his prisoner.
Why do we have to be your prisoners? Are we?
Sorry, my guests. My honored guests.
We helped you with the Thieves Guild. We let them know they were gonna.
And you were most helpful. been a thorn in my side for some time.
Out of game. Mom's working with or was, I guess, working with the Thieves Guild.
Your mom was leading the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, didn't know that for sure until now. All right, cool. Continue on.
I'm gonna look at Valion and say, I guess I'm gonna defer my turn until after Valion would say, do you want to see this out? Because I'm Jiggin is lost at this point.
Define being your prisoner. Do we keep all our freedom of movement? Can Asher get up off the floor from death as long as he won't be hasty?
I mean, he will be. He will eventually come to, I'm sure, as your friend has spared his life. But you will be shown to your own personal accommodations for as long as I see fit.
And we have no say in the matter as to when we get released.
That is to be determined.
Conveniently left that out of your description.
Be determined. Perhaps we come to an agreement at a later date.
We can't just leave him dying on the floor.
He's been spared, so like he will come to eventually.
I think it's 1d4 hours. He'll automatically come back to consciousness.
Right. I'm trying to negotiate here. Come on now.
Okay, I was just saying out of game.
Yeah, no, I know. We can't just leave him here by himself. I'm gonna wait with him until he wakes up.
Oh, I will have him move to his own room.
No, he's going to come with us. I know he is.
I mean, you will have adjoining rooms. Of this, I can at least give you. This I can at least give you.
Are you gonna give me a bathroom again?
There will be a bathroom of sorts.
Because I slept in that bathroom that you let us stay in. That was actually very nice. I never had a bathroom before.
Yes.
Do we know how long it's going to take Asher to wake up? We don't, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Up to 4 hours.
If I were a sorcerer, I would really strongly consider trying to heal him subtly, but I can't do that. Why should we trust you, Aragathos?
I mean, clearly you shouldn't, but what choice do you have? Unfortunately, you've stumbled into things which you should not have.
Can I, when Valion asks him that question, can I try to cast a spell when he is paying attention to Valion?
Yeah.
All right, I want a meta subtle word of recall.
What is...
Don't we have to hold hands for that?
With subtle, it has no verbal or somatic components.
But don't you have to be touching us? I thought that had in the rat cave.
You just have to be within 5 feet of me, and you have to be willing, and you have to be considered friendly.
Sweet. You know what else I'm considered? I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So, would there be anything that, like, a perception? Like, you don't have to do anything. You just cast it, right?
You pretty much just cast it. It's still an action, but being subtle, I mean, I guess it's more of his perception of the arcane, and if he has counterspell, or does he realize what's happening?
So he does have counterspell.
Because it is a 6th level, so he'd have to counterspell it at 6.
How does he know what's going on, though?
Well, that's what I'm about to say. So
that's why I was going to say, as soon as he looks to talk it to
so
Valion,
I'll say, go ahead and make a... he's watching all of you. So his passive is 17. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
There's no semantic components.
And this is more to see if he can... so he is very attuned to the arcane. So this is more for him to see if he can recognize that a spell is going off, and have a chance to cast counterspell. So he will cast counterspell, but it's going to be reactive. So it's just going to be at 3rd level.
So then he has to make a roll.
Yeah. So a DC 16. And it's just a straight roll, right? Creature through the spell is no effect casting for make an ability check using your spell casting ability. All right, so plus his spell casting ability. So it's a charisma for him. Oh. Oof. So he fails. He has a +5 too. So you can cast Word of Recall.
Wait, it worked?
If that's the case, I cast Word of Recall and snap us back to the Temple of Ilmater. I was starting to get some really weird vibes, and I don't think I trust him anymore.
Interesting.
He was sounding like he was going to feed us to something.
Who the fuck is... Where's the spell I thought I had on here? Oh well, no, I guess not. All right. So you appear at the Temple of Ilmater.
Oh boy. I don't know if we're going to call it at this point, but I would immediately cast Cure Wounds on Asher. Try and get him up to consciousness.
Oh, you can't. Fuck. I could upcast it. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop there.
Are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to us? What's going on with that?
Talking to myself. So,
yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
That asshole tried to kill me again.
He almost succeeded.
Yeah, all of you just actually just missed seeing the thin silver thread wrapped around his foot as he walked through the door.
I don't get it.
It's an alarm spell.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would tell Asher, like, I think he was gonna try and kill all of us.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. He's not... I don't think he's our friend.
Where does it teleport you in the Temple of Ilmater?
I imagine anywhere that the priests of the temple would allow me to mark as a sanctuary. So I don't know if there's a
so it's probably
space.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's probably an empty room that they just have set up for people to be able to do this.
Didn't we took shelter in the Temple of Ilmater, like our first night in the city, or second night or something, right? Probably there.
Yeah. And we've also recalled there once before.
Yeah, it didn't matter as much then. Like where specifically?
That's not ominous at all.
Well, it may not matter now. He's got to figure out what he's going to do. It's going to take him a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Sometime.
That is, I thought maybe we were the bad guys, but maybe now we're not the bad guys.
Are we the baddies?
Don't know. Don't know. Man.
Which is
There's some cool stuff I wanted you guys to see.
Well, I didn't really have any hostile feeling towards him. Like if he wasn't talking about being our prisoner and maybe keeping us alive, I probably would have just like said like, okay, let's de-escalate and let's go. But he was so menacing and threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as Jigen was concerned, he was our friend up until the. But if he starts threatening Asher and Valyon's lives, like Jigen has to. I have to keep my friends alive.
Yep, for sure. But he, he's got his own motivations and things going on.
Which we have helped further the cause of his own motivations unwittingly, but God damn it, Asher, you and your first action being just, hey, I'm gonna put an arrow in this guy.
I think part of his motivation is like he knows you're a little like he is could have de-escalated, but he's untrusting because an arrow just got launched in his chest. He knows some of your party are a little trigger happy, and so why leave to chance what he could completely control if he could put you under his power?
That's fair. That's also the same reason why I left, because why risk dying?
Right.
I listened. Once Jigen said don't fight, I didn't fight until he wanted to frickin' touch me.
I mean, at that point, the bridge was already burned. Let's be honest.
I don't know. When he was saying about maybe I'll keep you alive for a while, I feel like he was saying his intentions were clear. Also, I don't like the fact that he seemed to want to use me for something. So,
but
he burned a lot of social credit.
All of this happened after he literally just showed up and was like, "What are you doing?" And Asher responded by putting an arrow in his shoulder.
You missed a step there.
Did I?
Yeah, when he cast it at us.
I mean, he did. He just cast a disabling spell at us. It wasn't damaging.
That's aggressive.
But he could have killed us.
It was completely non-lethal and only lasts for a minute. So
it required a save. It was an aggressive.
Anyway, next week I am going to actually have to go ahead and call out next week. So it will be 2 weeks from now that will be available to.
Leave us